EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run here for J.D. McKissic.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Here's McKissic. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A carry now for McKissic. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. We're scoreless after 1.
2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football
as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Fitzpatrick now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Back to it after the pick six. Fitzpatrick.
Open man is the tight end, John Bates.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On second down, it's Gibson. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Past the 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
McKissick will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
And that is caught for the 2 points. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And does Washington have it? They do.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
101 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this 1st half of football so far. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that. Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Ryan Fitzpatrick as the first half is winding down. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just, I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Murray. They'll roll him out right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 26 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson.
And finally taken down at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
First down, Murray out to his left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Green brings it in. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Gibson to start the drive. 122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Now a pass dumped off to his running back.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. Now Murray again, rolling to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 30. A huge play there for Washington.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 19. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion. And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Touchdown! It's complete. Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. To throw is Murray. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Wow, and even 200 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They'll go. It's Gibson. And he won't get there. They stop him a few